Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first Chamber Cafe, virtual Chamber Cafe here this morning with the Fergus Falls Chamber. First one of 2025. I hope you all started off the new year right and had an awesome holiday season. And again, thank you all for tuning in with us today for virtual Chamber Cafe. This is always a great way for us to get connected, find out what's happening throughout the community, share ideas, once again, find out some of those things, and then we don't have to make any weather adjustments. And what Mother Nature has certainly been looking down on us and blessing us with some very mild Minnesota winter so far. So we've got a great lineup of speakers today. And just as a reminder, each of our speakers will get up to 3 minutes to share what's going on in their organization. And you are invited as speakers or as guests to include information use the chat to share information. As I mentioned, speakers will get up to 3 minutes. At 2.5 minutes, we'll have a yellow flag. And at 3 minutes, we have a red flag. I won't tackle anyone, but I might mute you if if you go on a really long time. So anyhow, we just like to keep things moving right along. Before we get started, I want to share a little bit of information about things going on at the Chamber of Commerce. First of all, I want to thank everyone for shopping locally over the holiday season. During our holiday shopping spree giveaway, we gave away nearly $2,000 in prizes, and we tracked over $176,000 that was spent during that 2-week time period with the 36 participating businesses. So again, thank you to everyone who shopped locally over the holiday season. We also sold nearly $50,000 in Fergus bucks in 2024. So Fergus bucks are a great incentive or gift for folks. Instead of selecting a particular store for them to shop at, you can purchase Fergus bucks. They're $1, $1-to-1 dollar value, and folks can use them at more than 330 chamber member businesses. So again, thanks for supporting our local businesses through the holiday shopping as well as through Fergus bucks. A couple things coming up with the chamber. Of course, you can find more information on our website at fergusfalls.com. But some of the things coming up are our Ignite Community Leadership Program starts on January 15th. This is our first full cohort of 12 participants that will be part of our Ignite Community Leadership. So we're very excited about that for the class of 2025. January 15th is the first meeting date, and our group will meet about every other Wednesday for the first half of the day for Ignite Community Leadership. And this is where we're combining some leadership skill training along with some community connection. So we're very excited about that. Also included with our Ignite participants, they get complimentary professional headshots taken as part of their participation in the program. And so we are opening the days up for professional headshots to our chamber members. So on January 20th, and February 19th, if you would like to update your headshot for your business card or for your website or for your staff, feel free to go on and register for that. Chamber members, it's $40, and for those who are general public, it's $50. So it's about anywhere from 5 to 15-minute session with Jordan Elizabeth Photography. She's a new photography business in Fergus Falls, and she will be hosting or doing the professional headshots right here at the chamber on those days. So you can sign up online for that. And then another thing coming up with the chamber, Battle of the Businesses bowling. We've got beads and bowling this year. The Super Bowl, we don't know who's going to be in it, but there will be 2 teams. The Super Bowl is in New Orleans this year, so we are doing a Mardi Gras theme. So you can register on our website for that at fergusfalls.com. We are about half full already, and it's a month away. So if you have a group of 4 coworkers or friends, it's a great afternoon, a couple hours of fun, and you can, sign your team up on our website. And we encourage folks to dress in the Mardi Gras theme. So if you've got purple, if you're a Vikings fan, or purple and gold, or if you're a Packers fan, green and gold, you are already set up for being dressed in the Mardi Gras theme, but we will be providing everyone with little Mardi Gras beads as part of our entertainment. Alrighty, so that's it for the chamber. Need a little coffee. We are going to start with our guest speakers, and our first guest speaker today will be Chrissy Davenport. She's the owner of Soapworks by Reusable. She'll be followed by Nicole Norgren and then Maya Goldstein. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Chrissy.
There we go. Good morning, everybody. All right, so my name is Chrissy Davenport, and I am the owner of Reusable, and I bought Soapworks. So I have a store downtown in the same location, 216 West Lincoln. Hours are Tuesday to Saturday, 11 to 5:30. Those hours might change yet this winter. We'll see how things are going since I'm so new. So what we are is a handmade and natural products. So Reusable, I started earlier in 2024. Wool products, my main product there is a wool pellet. That is a natural fertilizer and soil amendment made out of 100% wool. And then I do other wool items made from the wool from my sheep. And then with the addition of Soapworks, all natural soaps, lotions, shower oil, and a lot of other body care products. And then I also do have Otter Tail County's only refillery. So I refill products. If you buy products from me or not even, you can bring in empty containers and fill them with things on my refillery. Right now I have the online presence. I'm trying to grow that. And also looking at growing my wholesale and private label products as well. So, like I said, store downtown. It's amazing how many people don't know that it is there, but we are there. So I encourage people to stop in, check it out, and see what it's all about. What else? It all started with my farm about 9 years ago and a border collie, and who needed a job. And so that brought in my sheep, and it just kind of grew from there. So that's about all that I have. Our website is www.reusable.com. So that's REEWEABLE.com. And I'm on Facebook as well.
Thank you, Chrissy. I gotta say, I was thinking about you this morning. I got out of the shower, and my favorite this time of year is the rosemary and mint shower oil. And you put that on as you get out of the shower, because like I said, I'm not a morning person, so I don't leave myself any extra minutes. And it's just a quick way to hydrate your skin. You don't end up with that itchy winter skin. So for folks, so get down and see Chrissy at Soapworks. And if you can't find it, if you remember where Uncle Eddie's ice cream is, she's right across the street, so you can't miss it from there.
Yep, right across from Eddie's, two doors or a door down from Stella's as well. So
awesome. You've got an assistant working there today too, it looks
like.
That is
I've got 2 boys, so they're down here. They had to come check it out. So
hi guys.
Hi.
Thanks, Chrissy, for joining us. And again, welcome as a new business owner in Fergus Falls. You've probably seen her products at the farmers market. So
thank you guys.
Yep. Hop on downtown and see her. All right. Up next, we've got Nicole Norgren, followed by Maya Goldstein, and then Brian Jaden will be next. So we'll turn it over to you there, Nicole.
Good morning. I'm Nicole Norgren. I am the supervisor here at Rural Minnesota SEP. Been here for going on 8 years now. Just a little recap to get our name back out there. We are a nonprofit agency with youth and adult programs, and then also dislocated worker program. Our youth program, we provide work experience programs for youth ages 14 to 24 who may be at-risk youth. The goal of the program is to work closely with each youth to provide work experience, some job shadowing, and it's paid work experience. So if any of you businesses are interested in hosting a youth or even adult, just to gain that skill set, so on and so forth. Also provide mentoring, tutoring, and supportive services. And then we also have our adult program. And so that program is designed to help low-income individuals who may be facing barriers to obtaining employment. So we will assist with career planning and counseling, budgeting classes, job search assistance, short-term and long-term training. And if eligible, we could potentially assist with tuition and books for training. That's for our youth and adult. And then we have our dislocated worker program, which is for those who are receiving unemployment. Lots of opportunities there. And with all three of these programs, we can also do what's called an on-the-job training, or OJT. So this is one point I really want to hit home. So if someone comes in and they complete their interview with you guys and you're not too sure, if they might mention that they're working with us as well. If that's the case and you feel like they could be a good fit, but they just need a few stronger skills to actually really do that job, that's where we come in and can assist with doing an on-the-job training. And there's a whole formula that we follow, of course, but we could potentially assist with their wages for up to 6 months, just for them to get that training and that skill set. So then after that potential 6 months, they're ready to rock with you and be the rockstar employee that you're looking for. That's with youth, adult programs, and also dislocated. And then we also have what's called our P2P grant that we received, and it's Pathways to Prosperity. Got you, girl. And so with that, it is focusing on education, agriculture, healthcare, manufacturing, transportation, and wholesale distribution. So if you know of anyone or are going to school already and you need some assistance and you're going to school for those, come and see us. We could potentially assist with funding. If you have any questions, please reach out.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Yeah, I've used rural Minnesota SEP services in my former career, and it's a great way when you interview that right person and they, like you said, you wish they had a few extra skills, you guys can help them. And we know from the chamber's perspective, having quality workforce and having the work skills, the employability skills are so important. That's such a challenge for everyone. So thank you to Nicole and your team at Rural Minnesota SEP. Nicole, if you'll pop your phone number and maybe if there's a website or something, right into the chat, folks can find you. Of course, as a chamber member, you can find everyone's information at fergusfalls.com as well. So we're going to move on with our speakers. Maya Goldstein, or Maya Khan, is joining us with Hotel 8 and the Fergus Inn. Bryden Jaden will follow her, and then Bob Kohler, if his sound will work, I will make sure to unmute him. We will talk with Bob next. So let's hear from Maya.
Good morning, everybody. I am Maya, and as Lisa said, my husband and I own 2 of the hotels here in town, the Hotel 8 and the Fergus Inn, and we've spent the past 2 years revamping those. So I'll go one by one and share some updates on the hotels. The Hotel 8 is now fully remodeled, so we've finished redoing all the rooms and floors in that property. And we have hired some amazing managers to live on site and run that property. We're super happy, and they really run it like a bed and breakfast style hotel. So if you're familiar with what it was before and what it is now, if you haven't gone by and seen it, it's a totally different place. We're super proud of what we've been able to do, and the couple who's running it have amazing reviews. They get all 5-star reviews. So it's been really great, and we're really happy with what it's been. And anybody who's looking for sort of a more no frills, more like a bed and breakfast mom and pop type place to stay, that's a great option in town. And then the Fergus Inn, we are in the process now of remodeling the entire property. And we're really excited to share that as of the end of February, we're going to be rebranding it as a Days Inn by Wyndham. So we're going to be putting a flag on the hotel. With that comes pretty much the entire property from the inside out is being reworked. So right now we're doing all the paint, all the flooring. If you drive by, our parking lot's empty and we've got a big dumpster because we're getting rid of so much stuff. We're closed down to do all the renovations really quickly and reopen in February with all new furniture in the rooms, all new lighting, the hallways, carpeting is going to be done. Like anything you can think of, we're doing it. We're going to do the exterior of the building. We're going to put a fitness center and a common room in there so that there's some more amenities options for people in town. Even, you know, hopefully hosting birthday parties in the common room with games. So we have a lot of ideas. So look for more updates from us this year on that hotel. And at the end of February, hopefully, fingers crossed, if we stay on track, look for that new sign for the Days Inn to go up. And hopefully it'll be a really good thing for our town to bring more people in off the freeway to come stop here with a budget franchise hotel option in town. And that's all I've got. Happy holidays.
Awesome. Thank you, Maya. And I just remember as you and primarily Imran, we're working on the Hotel 8. So those of you picture in your head doing a bedroom and bathroom remodel. Okay, you know, all the work that goes into that. And, you know, I just think of, you know, painting a bathroom in all the corners and plumbing and, you know, deciding on paint. Well, then times it by what was it, like 30? You know, do that 30 times over. So
31 rooms. And I can't take credit for most of that work. That was all my husband. I was sitting at the front desk while he was doing all of that. But yeah, they did a great job. And we're not doing this one ourselves because now we have a 5-month-old baby to take care of. So we've hired people to come. But the plus side of that is that it's happening a lot faster. So
absolutely, yeah. Oh, the beauty of owning small businesses, right? You get to do everything.
exactly.
Oh, good stuff, though. All righty, we're going to hear from Brian Jaden next, and then Bob Kohler, and then Blaze Buseth will be joining us next in line. So turn it over to you, Brian.
Well, thank you. Welcome, everybody. I'm with the Fergus Falls Noon Rotary. I'm in the treasurer and the fundraiser chair. I want to talk to you a little bit in a minute about a fundraiser that we have coming up that's going to be pretty fun in February. But first, give a little background on what we do in the Rotary Club. We raise about anywhere from $25,000 to $30,000 a year that we feed back into the community through youth programs. You're probably familiar with our Lucky Duck Derby, our peach sales, our rose sales. And we started a new type of event that we're working on where we bring a big event into the Center for the Arts every year. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I don't know if you're familiar with some of the programs that this money goes towards. We bring books like dictionaries, Elmer and Andy, Josh the Otter books into the grade schools. We support the Imagination Library. We support the Y, Dollars for Scholars. And then RILA, which is our Rotary Youth Leadership Academy. So all that money goes back in. We raised about $80,000+ to help with the splash pad. We just finished some fundraising, about $25,000. It's going to help build a school in Bolivia this coming spring. So all of our money goes back into the communities that we support. In February 23rd, we are bringing Jared Sherlock, a magician and illusionist for all ages, to the Center for the Arts. Tickets are $15. They can be purchased at a Center for the Arts, Victor Lundine's, or your favorite Rotarian. This is going to be an exciting show, bringing him in, especially for the young kids to see all the illusions and the magic. Hope you can look at attending that. We're also looking for sponsors. We have about 9 sponsors now, but we're still looking for sponsors for the show. Sponsors will get an ad in the playbill. They get some social media that we're putting out. There's tickets that they get, et cetera, and they get prominence. The paper is supporting us, or the Daily Journal and the radio. So there's a lot of benefit back to the sponsors. We have $250 sponsorships, $500 sponsorships, and $1,000 sponsorships. If you're interested in that, I'll put my contact information down below, and you can just reach out to me. I can get you the form or answer any questions. So that's an exciting thing. Katie, do you want to add anything? I saw Katie was in there. She's our club president. So
You covered it perfectly, Brian. Thank you.
okay. So thank you very much. We hope that you'll consider a sponsorship, and we hope that you will buy tickets to the show.
Well, thank you to the Newton Rotary for putting on that event. And I attended, I think it was last year, the year before you did this, the Family Fun Day at a Center for the Arts. You had a ventriloquist there. I have seen Jared Sherlock. He is amazing. So I know Brian said, you know, lots of family fun, but the performance will definitely entertain adults too. And he said, we're always looking for different things to do throughout the winter months. As an employer, you could certainly buy tickets to give away at your business to, you know, work on that employee culture. What a great giveaway. You know, just another way you can take care of your employees is by giving them tickets to events like Jared Sherlock. So again, thank you to Newton Rotary for all the work that you have done and continue to do in the community. It is another reason that Fergus Falls is a great place to call home. All righty, next coming up, we've got Bob Kohler with Lakes Inn at Dunvilla, Blaze Buseth with the Creation Shop, whose bags are probably packed, and then Stephanie Groh, our new operations director at our YMCA of the Northern Sky in Fergus Falls, will be joining us. So I'm going to turn it over to Bob.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Good. All right. I'm Bob Kohler. I'm with Lakes Inn at Dunvilla. Had a little bit of technical issue this morning, but guess got it all worked out. So that's good. Just wanted to, you know, pop on here and just give a little update on things that are happening out in the Dunvilla area. So just a little bit of a drive from Fergus, but still not too far. Lots of different events and things happening. The end of January, there's Elvis is going to be at the barn at Dunvilla, and there's some other winter fun things happening that weekend with free movie at the barn and stuff over at Lakeland General Store and campfires outside and all kinds of good things. If we get some snow, we're planning a snowmobile run that'll happen that weekend and stuff too. We're in the process of updating on our website and stuff, but the hotel's developing a lot of different packages and things like that for people. So if you're looking at like a romantic getaway, maybe over Valentine's, we have a sweetheart special where you'll get to stay at the hotel and a meal at one of 3 local fine dining restaurants. As part of that, you know, and a bottle of champagne in your room, all this good fine stuff. So you'll be able to go to our website and check that out. You can also see it all on, you know, there will be posts on our social media and things like that for things like that. But yeah, things are hopping out here in Dunvilla, and we're just excited to be able to serve you in any way that we can. That's about all I got. So thanks so much.
Well, thanks, Bob. We're so glad that you guys have been members of the Fergus Falls Chamber for many years. And in fact, you yourself are very active in the Pelican Rapids Chamber. So, you know, what a great opportunity we have here to have some locally owned and operated properties that, you know, book a weekend getaway. You know, it doesn't hurt to get away from your own residence and head out somewhere and not have to worry about whether the weather is going to keep you from doing your little getaway. So have a getaway close to home at one of our great locally owned properties here. All righty, Blaze Buseth is joining us next, followed by Stephanie. And I haven't seen Don Martin, but he will be following next after that. So be ready, Blaze. Let's take it away.
Can you hear me? Okay, good. So yeah, hopefully I can summarize what we've got going on, but I'm the owner of Creation Shop, my little sculpture pottery workshop in downtown Fergus Falls. Here we host classes for kids, classes for adults. It could be like a couple coming in for a date night experience, or mostly clay and sculpture workshops. So we've done team bonding experiences. We actually have a SEP employee, and I can say they have been wonderful. They've really helped me as a sole owner of the workshop here keep up with all the demands of getting work through our kilns. But lots of clay classes, and kind of something exciting that we have going on is in November, we did some fundraising for another adventure story. I do a series of work called Tom's Adventure, where it's this little blue blob character who adventures out in the world and explores art forms of different cultures. And we share that here right in Fergus Falls. So back in 2019, we brought to life Tom's first adventure. We went to China for 3 months. We worked in Jingdezhen, the porcelain capital, explored the porcelain culture, and shared that through a series of illustrations of Tom exploring the culture in a short story. We share that here. Tom became the mascot for our Creation Shop clay workshop. So it's kind of like this magical blue ball of clay. He's a playful mascot that kind of is featured in sculptures and illustrations throughout our workshop. And now we have successfully funded our Tom's Adventure to India. So on Monday, me and my partner leave for 70 days to explore ancient India, ancient rural India. So we're going to Madhya Pradesh, an ancient temple city, for 70 days to explore stone sculpting, bronze casting, and ceramics in kind of like a remote village. There, hopefully exploring the local culture and sharing that through Tom's Adventure. So we're going to create hopefully 10 new illustrations with a whole story involved. I ended up getting a new drawing tablet that allows me to illustrate and animate. So hopefully I can start to bring to life these pictures with some movement. So pretty excited about that. And yeah, if anyone has any questions or they want to follow along with our Tom's Adventure, please send me an email and I'll add you to the email chain. I'm hoping to give updates about our story in real life. So if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, you can actually see what we experience and how we explore the local culture and art forms, and then hopefully returning in April. Let's say I will be returning in April to share that here locally. While I'm gone, we will have a watercolor painting artist teaching workshops and Amanda Callahan teaching Sunday classes and Sunday kids classes and adult classes. So follow us to stay tuned for those workshops.
Awesome. Thanks, Blaze. We are so proud of the work that you're doing and the fact that you've for several years now returned back to Fergus Falls and opened up the Creation Shop as a way to make all of us feel like artists. Not to your level, of course, but we can all get our hands dirty a little bit and play in the clay. And best wishes on yours and Tom's adventure to India. How exciting. We can't wait to see where he goes and what Tom does. So, all righty. Well, we're going to hear from Stephanie Grow. And then after Stephanie, I think we're going to do a little giveaway. So take it away, Stephanie.
Good morning, everybody. I'm going to knock over my desk. Happy to be here. I am just over a month into my new position as the operations director of Fergus Falls YMCA. However, I've been with the YMCA for over 14 years. I started with my son in tow as a little preschooler as an assistant teacher. And when I left the Fargo area, I was a regional director in our learning centers. So that just means I had 6 schools and 2 early childhood programs. So that's been my passion a long time. With him going off to college, though, it kind of ignited some need for change. But I love our organization. So this opportunity became available and I was passionate about pursuing it. So happy to be here. I'm officially a part of the community as well, just as of last weekend. So we're all moved in. Being here at the Y, it's been a joy meeting people, having lunch with community members, visiting Rotaries up and coming, and visiting some service clubs, meeting different community members has been my favorite part probably so far. And I love our team. So that's been exciting. And growing some partnerships is also something I'm looking forward to most. Coming up tomorrow, we have a lovely reception. That is just a meet and greet to meet the new girl. And so that is from 9 to 11. If anybody would like to join us at the Y, we're just using our community room. Refreshments will be available and I would like to shake your hands. And then we are also getting in high gear to plan for our Hoot Lake Triathlon. We're going to elevate our volunteer experience. So if you're passionate about sponsorships and finding those, or even swag, or in kind, or helping us breathe, there's a lot of volunteer opportunities beforehand and as well as day up. So we'll be using Volunteer Match for signing up. That date is July 27th this year. It's a Sunday. We're looking forward to that as well because we will be bringing the Live Strong program to the YMCA, which is a wonderful program for cancer survivors. It is, I believe, about a 13-week program where our participants are working towards wellness and gaining back physical strength after their journey and treatments. And so we are excited to be bringing that here and working with others who have similar passions. So that's about it for me so far.
Awesome, Stephanie. Yeah, I encourage everyone, please come to the open house and get a chance to meet Stephanie. She's just a joy. Like, I think we probably, when we met over lunch, we probably could have sat there for the whole entire day. So we're just thrilled and we're so lucky that, you selected Fergus Falls and Fergus Falls selected you to be in our YMCA. Just love the energy and the power that you bring to that. So again, everyone stop in and say hi or give Steph a call and connect with her. And boy, isn't it nice to think about the Hoot Lake Triathlon when we could swim in the water instead of fish, walk across water, crazy state we live in. All right, Gina, I think we should give away some breakfast and coffee this morning. I'm going to turn it over to you for that.
Perfect. Good morning, everybody. We're going to draw first for a coffee or breakfast gift card that you can treat yourself to Hardee's. So drawing out of the people that are on today. Aaron Helverson with Lakeshore Services. We're going to send you that gift card to Hardee's. I know you're on. Congrats. And the next one we're going to draw for is a gift card to McDonald's. And this one goes to Nicole Norgren with Rural Minnesota SEP. So 2 of our speakers today. Congrats. We will send those to you in the mail. And then later on, we're going to draw for a few more gift cards.
Awesome. Thank you, Gina. Yeah, it's fun. We get to give away a few little prizes today too. So enjoy that. Well, let's see. I'm not going to scroll through. Don Martin, if you've checked in with us, you are up next and you'll be followed by one of our winners, Aaron Halverson. And then after that, we're going to hear from Heather Hickman from LB Homes. So Don, you are on the clock. Oh boy, which I better reset. It says like 8 minutes. And we also know life happens too. So we're gonna put Don on pause and we're gonna jump right into with Aaron Halverson, and then Heather will be following Aaron.
Good morning, everybody. Aaron and Randy Halverson from Lakeshore Services. We are a landscape, hardscape construction company here in the Lakes area. Let's put it that way. I used to live in Fergus. Now we live out by Fergus. So yeah, that confuses a lot of people, but our shop is out by Otter Tail Lake. So we're kind of all over. We serve Otter Tail County as well as Southern Becker County. We're also taking care of the Alexandria Lakes area as well. So that was a new addition last summer. So we're taking on more. We usually have 8 to 10 team members. So one of the things I like to mention at this time is that we are hiring for the 2025 season. Right now, we're interviewing for a landscape construction supervisor. So that would be, in the old school, we called them foremen. We don't call them that anymore. We're shifting. So a landscape construction supervisor. We're also looking for skilled laborers. One of the skills we're really lacking right now is carpentry. So if you know anybody very skilled in carpentry, that's somebody we'd love to have you send our way. And then also always looking for general laborers for the summer. So peak season, we're always looking for that. Something new this year, which is really exciting for us, we have added a new service line, which is called TerraClear. And it's a company based out of Idaho, but they operate in a lot of different farm country. And what it is a rock management solution. So basically, they invented a software and they use a drone. And they have drone pilots that come out and they help farmers map out rocks in their fields. They can map it down to 6 inches. So the farmer can then either just purchase the map and they can do the rock picking themselves. But this company is also really smart, and they invented a special rock picking attachment for skid steers. So you can put it on your skid steer, pick rocks, and it's the most efficient way to pick them. So you're not going all over the field. And also, people who do it themselves miss over 65% of the rocks. So, and we found out how much it can cost when that machinery is damaged by rocks. So this is a much less expensive solution. So, and just to wrap up, I got the flag. One thing that I just completed through the Small Business Association was called the Thrive Emerging Leaders Program. And so that was a 6-month program that I went through in Fargo. You basically get an MBA equivalent knowledge once you graduate from that. So I can pretend I have a master's in business. But so some exciting things coming for Lakeshore Services and our employees as well with that new knowledge. So thanks so much. And I'm super excited I won. And I have to say, Chrissy, I love your hand and body cream. I keep it right here on my desk.
Awesome. And the Halversons, Aaron and Randy, they've run such great businesses. And we love it when we see our small businesses supporting one another. And again, if you're thinking about projects for your yard or your home for the summer, whether it's a painting project with Don Martin with Big Boys Painting or landscape project, now is the time to be on the phone and start making those plans, because we know all of those contractors, especially with the workforce shortage, they are booking out. So you know what, if it's a 5 below day, pick up the phone and give one of our members like those guys a call and start planning those fun projects. All righty, we're going to hear from Heather Hickman with LB Homes. And then I think Sean Krause Roberts is here with OSPTI. We're going to do a little celebration with them too coming up. And then Mary Philippi. So let's hear it from Heather.
Well, thank you for having us. This is my first time on the cafe, so this is really fabulous. We get all the community people together, so we're really grateful for that. I know Lori Ryan is on here with us too from LB, and then also the chairman of our board is here, Lee Rogness. So some good familiar faces, and if you need to pipe in with regard to anything I say, please do. But my name is Heather Hickman. I've been a part of the community here for about 1.5 years now, but my parents have lived in Underwood for over 20 years, so I'm pretty familiar with the area. I'm currently the interim executive director for LB Homes in town here, and also the HR director as well. So wearing a couple of hats here, which I'm really excited about. Most of you, or many of you maybe know John Zweers, who was our former CEO, and he has gone on to retire from healthcare now. So we're kind of moving forward with that and you know, have a lot going on within the organization. For those of you who aren't familiar with LB Homes, LB Homes is a nonprofit, Christ-centered organization that supports local senior, or not local seniors, but seniors that in our area and other surrounding areas. And how we do that is we have a nursing home in town. Some of you may be more familiar with the name the Broen Home. That is one of our entities. We also provide home care support. And then we have another building called Sheridan House, which is where we have individuals living there that are independent living. Those are individuals are 55 and older. So we have a variety of aspects to our business here in town. And I'm sure you've seen, you know, some of the buildings as you're driving around. One of the things that we wanted to talk about today specifically, being that we only have a few minutes, is that we are currently trying to ramp up our volunteer portion of our organization again. Prior to COVID, we had a more of a robust volunteer program going, but then COVID hit, and now we're really trying to get back into that and trying to solicit or talk to our community, kind of spread the word that we really would like to get more volunteers to help with, our residents. And those are doing things like, visiting with them, taking them to different activities, walking them down the hallway, just providing a listening ear, doing a puzzle with them. Might be coming in if you have any skills in or talents or anything that you would like to share with any of the residents. So those are things that are really important to us, really important to the residents' well-being as well. And so again, just hoping to really ramp up our volunteer program. I can post some information in the chat about how you would get in contact with us if you are interested, or if you know of anybody that's interested in volunteering with the individuals that we have within our nursing home primarily. That is where we would really love to get a few more people involved. So anyway, that is what I wanted to share today. And I guess that's it.
Well, thank you, Heather, and
Yeah.
just love all the work that you guys are doing with LB Homes. And as I revisit with our chamber members and those participating, some are retired or planning to be retired, and I think after a while, maybe for some people it's 4 hours, some people it's 4 days, some people it's 4 months. They think, I need something to do. Like I need something filling my cup. So volunteering is where you get to schedule that on your own terms. So LB Homes would be a great opportunity for that.
Thank you. Yeah, it would be.
Appreciate you sharing that. What a great thing. You mentioned John Zweer's retiring. I'm like, too young for that. So gosh.
He was here almost 24 years. So it's
Wow.
We're happy for him, but we're going to miss him.
Yeah, fantastic work he did over the years. All right, we're going to hear from Sean Roberts from OSPTI. That will be, I think, our next destination for our big scissors. Mary Philippi is going to share with us a little bit about AI. And then Ken Hardy with the Daily Journal Media will be joining us. So, all right, Sean, you are on, and hopefully this still works in your schedule.
Yeah, it does. So thank you very much for having me. It's very interesting to hear all the services that we have around the community. And we right now, we've moved to a new location this last year. So just kind of getting comfortable, kind of filling out, getting all the details put into place as to the equipment and things like that. But we are a physical therapy, occupational therapy, and we do offer some speech therapy services. We are located now at 2450 College Way, so right by Maya's hotels there. And it has been a wonderful thing to have the space of this new facility. I think a lot of people, when they think of therapies, think of their, injuries, pre and post surgeries, all the orthopedic conditions, which is definitely what we do. But thinking about all of us and our so if you're having neck pain, back pain, mid-shoulder, in and choose to take a little time off and maybe have 2 or 4 sessions prior to off when something else maybe flares up and now it's really a problem. So we can cater programs to each person. And to show the community, we have that open house coming up on Wednesday. That would be January 29th. And we'll have that from 3:30 to 6 p.m. at our office there on College Way in Fergus Falls. We'll have some nice refreshments, some little snacks, and then a lot of information about even just either the different conditions that we treat, since we do pediatrics all the way through the lifespan, and then also the different skills that we use. So we do offer dry needling. We also offer different techniques for temporomandibular joint pain in your jaw, headaches, a lot of things that people don't realize that we can treat outside of that normal everyday ache and pain that you have on your muscles and your joints. So we also go out and do some ergonomics in the workplace. So we do work conditioning for companies. We'll do functional capacity exams. So if there is a worker who is trying to get back to the job, those are things that we also can help train and specialize in that return to work simulated tasks. We go out and do some some screens and things on site as well. So whether it be an office setting or a factory setting, we can look and see what that job really requires so that we know what the employees need to do to return to that. So I guess it's a little bit of a summary of all the things that we have, and we'd love to have everybody stop by during that open house from 3:30 to 6 on Wednesday, the 29th.
Well, thank you so much, Sean. And of course, you know, your new location right there on College Way is right next to Hotel 8. So, you know, we've got literally neighbors right here together. And, you know, both providing great services, but OSPTI, a great place to go. And I do want to share that dry needling, it doesn't hurt at all. Like zero, none. It might sound scary, but it doesn't work. I've had it done for migraines. And Sean, you had mentioned when we were on Latent Media that it can help with congestion. I think you can still hear a cough I've got, but this time of year is so common for that sinus congestion. So if you're looking for some relief, OSPTI, give them a call. And we look forward. We're going to bring the big scissors. They're coming out January 29th. Yeah, and then we'll be over at the neighbors at Hotel 8 later after that. So all kinds of exciting stuff happening in Fergus Falls. All right, I better let our speakers talk or we're going to be out of time here. Mary Philippi is up next. She'll be followed by Ken Hardy and then Lori Larson.
Good morning. My name is Mary Philippi and I'm the communications coordinator at Lakes Country Service Cooperative. Happy New Year to everybody. At Lakes Country, one of the things we do is provide support to cities, counties, nonprofits, government agencies, and school district members in our 9-county region. And in my role as communications coordinator, I engage closely with our members and offer a range of professional development opportunities and facilitate networking events. Something I'm excited about, and we're partnering with West Central Initiative, is a training event coming up. If you can see that poster, with Patrick Kirby from Do Good Better. We're going to do a professional development on AI. So have any of you been dabbling with ChatGPT, maybe Gemini, maybe some tools in Canva, Grammarly, or Winston? There's so many different platforms you can be using. And so on January 28th, we're partnering again with West Central Initiative to present Understanding AI and its capabilities. So if you're familiar with Patrick Kirby from Do Good Better, he was recently highlighted, it's hard to see that, in the Fargo's Good Life Men's Magazine. He's very dynamic and will provide some really exciting training. He's really an excellent trainer. So what if you had a simple way to learn and know enough to feel confident in leveraging this incredible technology to help you brainstorm ideas, lessen your workload, allow you to spend more time building and maintaining your workflow? Well, you're in luck, because Patrick Kirby of Do Good Better is going to walk you through some of the best ways to use AI to free up your calendar, speed up some of your processes at your organization, and make you feel comfortable and, dare we say, maybe even confident using AI. Bring your laptop, because during this half-day training, he's going to walk you through some of the more accessible programs. Probably ChatGPT will be what we use the most. He's going to answer your questions and help you create maybe a marketing plan, maybe some fundraising for the nonprofits that are participating, and walk you through some done with you communications. You can participate in this training, and you can participate either virtually through Zoom, or you can come right to Lakes Country Service Cooperative. The cost for registration is $100 for non-members, and $85 for LCSC members and West Central Initiative Component Fund members. So visit our website. We have a great calendar of events. They're all listed out there. Wow, it's already the yellow flag. And we also have information about becoming a member of Lakes Country Service Cooperative and all of our great events and news coming up there. So thanks, Lisa.
You bet. Thanks, Mary. There is always so much great information, and I'm excited. We're signed up for that class. Patrick Kirby is like, you know how sometimes you sign up for a class and you haven't been to the trainer before, and you're like, oh, what's this going to be like? Well, I've been to him, and you guys are going to want to go to this, because he's full of energy and he breaks things down, and he doesn't make you do silly stuff like, you know, oh, is he gonna make me stand in front of the group with weird hats on or anything? No, sign up for this class on AI, and we, love to have this opportunity in our community. All right, Ken Hardy is next. Lori Larson will be following Ken, and then Olivia Zulsdorf with Someplace Safe.
Hey, great. Thanks, Lisa. All right, so I'm the publisher at Daily Journal Media, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about a change that we're making in our format. Okay, so when I say format, I mean like a regular newspaper is what we call broadsheet. Okay, and we have been broadsheet for 151 years or so. So we're making a change, and it starts this Saturday, and we are producing what we're calling a news mag. Okay, this is still on newsprint. It is stitched and it's trimmed, so it looks very, very nice and neat. This is a prototype that we built and had printed. It looks really cool. Okay, and the one thing I would point out is it still has all our content, the regular news, obituaries, legal notices, sports, all that's in here. The big difference is the size. Okay, it's a little easier to read because you can just kind of hold it up easily. It won't fall apart. And excuse me. It just looks cool, right? I mean, it really, really will look cool. So this will come out every Saturday without fail. And it does say Daily Journal on it. We are not changing our name. We produce news daily. Okay. We produce news every day. We have 4 people in our newsroom that all they do is write news about Otter Tail County and Fergus Falls. And we upload that on our website, send it out to our social media accounts, and also distribute it with newsletters and things like that digitally. So we're not changing our name, and the name Daily does not denote how many days a week we print. Okay, this is being done as a really cool move to make this exciting again, right? Everybody loves the online, and we know people like to print too, but this will make it really exciting to look at. The other thing is this is meets all of the legal statutes in the state of Minnesota per the Minnesota Newspaper Association, the League of Minnesota Cities, Secretary of State, etc. Okay, this is 100% legal. We can call ourselves anything we want, so we're not changing our name. I felt like, why change our name? We've had the same name for 150 years, so we're not gonna change that. All right, another thing that we are working on is our annual Progress edition. This is last year's, and this is perfect bound, all on gloss, very beautiful. It's 100 pages, has been for a number of years, and we're out selling it now. And the big thing with this one is this is where we announce the Citizen of the Year. It's a big deal. And also it's loaded always with many in-depth features from around the county. And it's all good news. There's no bad news in here. Nobody's getting arrested. There's no fires. It's all good stuff. So really nice to be part of that. We're out selling that right now. And then the last thing I want to add is that I'm also in Noon Rotary. So I want to put an extra plug in for the Magic Show on February 23rd. And I know Brian has been putting information in the chat. So if you need tickets or anything, you can reach out through that way, or if you want to sponsor. We also have tickets for sale here at the Daily Journal, and any other Rotary member can sell you tickets. All right, I'm getting the yellow flag, but thank you for your time, and we'll be seeing you all soon with our Progress edition, and hopefully you like our new format.
Thanks, Ken, for sharing that information. And I think of the size change. I'm very excited about this news mag because of the kind of that longer term shelf life that it'll have when it comes out, with that perfect binding, and it's a little more it stays together. So if you want to keep it on your at your reception desk at work, or if it's at home and you don't get to it the first day that you get it, you'll have plenty of time because it's a little nicer paper. It's just a shape. It's I look at it as, think about back when TVs came into our homes and they were like huge and they were like furniture. Do you guys remember that when you had the TV and the record player and probably the 8-track on one side? It was a big piece of wooden furniture. Well, now we have flat screens. It's just the dimension. It's just the device that gets us the news that has changed. So we're excited about the new change, and also look for the chamber update in this first edition of the news mag with the Daily Journal too. So we have a great partnership with the Daily Journal. They help us share the news about the chamber as well as our members too. So we appreciate your investment in our community, and can't wait to get that Progress edition too. They're always such great stories on that. Again, that one sits around, we keep extra copies here because it's like so full of information that you don't always have time to sit down and read it all. Okay, I've spent a lot of time on that. Sorry, Lori. Lori Larson is coming up next with Dollars for Scholars. She'll be followed by Olivia Zulsdorf, and wrapping it up will be Cedar Walters.
Hi, thanks. Very interesting, Ken. As someone who was somewhat in your position previously, it's interesting to see how the newspaper keeps going and brings us the news. So thank you for your part in that. I'm here today to talk to you about Fergus Area Dollars for Scholars. I'm hoping that most of you know about our organization, but we actually were created in 1991. We awarded our first scholarships in 92, and that was 5 of them, five $500 scholarships. Well, our chapter has now awarded over about 1.291. That's what we've dollars in scholarships to over 1,500 students. So last year alone, we awarded over $85,000. This year, we're looking to award about $91,000. So it opened on January 1st. So if you know students that can apply, please let them know. We have over 85 scholarships available, and 3 of them are renewable. So there's 2 of them for 4 years and 1 for 2 years. And the one, just interestingly, the one for 2 years is actually an automotive type one. So it doesn't, we have such a range of examples of fields of study that students can go into that these will cover. Well, actually everything will be covered because, our scholarships, that we have some that don't have any stipulations on them. So, but just want you to know that students, when they apply, to make sure that they tell us their details, because we have scholarships probably specifically for them and only them. And then I also want to put out there that if you're interested in starting up a scholarship, or maybe, helping us in volunteer work or those kind of things. I'm hearing about the volunteer aspect. So I want to make sure that we also tell you that we're all volunteers. So not me, but I only work 25 hours a month. So in general, we are pretty much a volunteer organization. So pretty fun that we can do this kind of thing to help students, but we can't do it without the help of the organizations and the businesses that have been so kind and generous over these years. So if that's something that you think might fit, we can have a named scholarship for you, and you can reach out to me and let you know. I did put my link for the website, which my contact information will be on that website. The scholarship application is also on that website. So head out there and check it out. And I think that's about it. But I just want to say thank you again to those of you. I'm just thinking about Rotary right now because you mentioned it. They do have a scholarship, and it's a named one. They don't give every year now because they gave, and it's renewable for each year because we only use the earnings from it, and that's what we award students. So it's really important that that remains, those kind of things. So if you have questions, let me know, and I'll reach out to you.
Well, thanks so much, Lori. And firsthand that as a parent of a senior, there's lots going on this time of year, and making sure, talk to your kids as seniors to make sure that they're applying for the funds that are available. Every dollar definitely does help. And I know our son Eric was a recipient of a Dollars for Scholars scholarship when he attended M State. So a big help. And, again, it helps take some of that financial burden. But I think one great thing is that it doesn't have to necessarily be a need for the scholarship. So make sure your kiddos apply for those scholarships. And as Lori said, fill in the details as to what their areas of interest are, because there may be scholarships that are specifically for them. All righty, let's hear. Oh gosh, there's so many cool things going on in the community. We talked about Rotary and, Jared Sherlock on the 23rd, and a ribbon cutting and open house at OSPTI on January 29th. We'll have the Someplace Safe Tea. Gosh, where can you go to find out details about all of these things? fergusfalls.com. Check on our events calendar link. We'll get you all the details on the training, the open houses, the celebrations. Oh, look at that. Olivia's popped the flyer right in there. And well, I'm going to turn it over to Olivia next to tell us about this tea.
Good morning, everyone, and I am thankful to be here this morning. I will always look forward to hear what's going on in the community. I feel like we have such a active community that there's always fun things going on. I'm having some computer difficulties this morning, that's why I'm not on the camera, but I was figuring that at least I could show the little poster. I will just kind of go into my brief little notes. So hi, my name is Olivia. I'm an advocate with the Someplace Safe Fergus Falls office. Someplace Safe is a general crime advocacy office. We assist with domestic violence, sexual violence, and general crimes such as harassment and stalking. We serve 9 counties that have 3 offices in Ottertail. They are Fergus Falls, Pelican Rapids, and Perm. We are hosting our 22nd annual tea fundraiser on February 15th at M State in the Legacy Hall. We'll be opening doors for our silent auction bidding at 10:30, and at 11:30 we'll be having a light lunch with a performance from the Fergus Falls School of Dance. We are still seeking some donations for our silent auction items as well as table hosts. If you would like to support us, please call 218-739-2853. On the poster, the number listed, that's the Fergus Falls office, same number I just listed. We would be more than happy to pick it up from you guys, or you can drop it down at our office at 106 South Union. All of our proceeds support the program and services that are provided by Someplace Safe. So not only the advocacy office, but this also looks like the parenting time centers, the thrift stores, and we also have like a youth program as well. We wouldn't be able to help the community in the ways we do without the generous support of our local businesses and community members. So we appreciate you all.
Well, awesome, Olivia. I think that Someplace Safe Tea fundraiser is something that folks look forward to year after year, and what a perfect example of partnerships, coordinating, working together with the Fergus Falls School of Dance. And there's always businesses that are sponsoring tables, and yeah, and I want to give a shout out to the entire team of Someplace Safe. You guys have a busy couple Saturdays with the Someplace Safe Tea, and of course the weekend before they're going to be doing the Battle of Businesses bowling, and they have, I think they've won an award for having the most fun but getting the least number of pins knocked down. So congratulations to Someplace Safe year after year winning the Gutter Bob Trophy. So again, we love seeing, we don't always see the work that is done by Someplace Safe, but knowing that that's here in our community as a resource. So again, folks, she's got the flyer dropped into the chat for the Someplace Safe Tea. Lots of ways to be involved and support Someplace Safe right for that. Alrighty, Cedar Walters is joining us next. She's our last speaker on the list. Then we're going to give away some gift cards. Cedar.
Woohoo! Thank you, Lisa. So fun to hear updates from so many places, especially it's just so fun to hear all this that goes on in our community. I feel like Fergus Falls is just special. So I'm the climate and sustainability strategist at West Central Initiative. So we're working on supporting various sustainability initiatives in the region. And I always love a program that can help support people in creating a healthier and more sustainable future. So many of you probably, excuse me, heard me talking about recycling and composting in my past role. But right now we're really working on stimulating solar development in the region. Solar has a lot of potential to help us meet our growing energy needs. We know the sun does not shine at night, but solar energy can really help decrease our reliance on other energy sources and meet growing energy demand. Everybody has more devices. We actually have a growing energy need. So solar can really help produce more energy right where we use it. So most of us are familiar with utility scale solar, a giant piece of land covered with solar panels. But we're really interested in supporting smaller solar installations on existing infrastructure that does not put necessarily energy into the grid, but it produces energy right where it's used. And that's called distributed solar. So it doesn't take up extra space. It makes that energy right where you're going to use it, and actually has a really good return on investment. So it's a misconception that solar is super expensive. The price of solar has actually come down over 70% in the last 15 years, but this idea that it's too expensive for us has really hung around, and our understanding of it has not kept up. Solar also has a lifespan of 30 years. Again, another misconception is that, oh, the panels are just going to wear out and not work, and then you have to trash them. It's not true. So they have a lifespan of producing peak energy for 30 years, after which they still generate energy, just not at that like peak level that's specified on the product. There's also currently a 30% tax credit that will pay for the cost of a system, reducing your cost, further increasing energy savings. So we've heard from people, hey, I want to go solar, but I just don't know how to do it. You know, am I getting a good price? Am I going to get scanned? Like, I'm not sure if my site is appropriate. It takes a ton of knowledge and work. And this is why we are partnering with Solar United Neighbors to organize a group buying co-op for solar installations on homes, businesses, and nonprofits. So Solar United Neighbors is a vendor-neutral nonprofit that brings people together and provides expertise and organizing power to help people understand how solar might look for them. They like do your homework for you. They find a solar installer for the group. So it's like gathering together 20 of your neighbors and going to a solar installer and saying, hey, we want to do these projects. What price can you give us? So it really locks in a group rate for your own individual projects. So you join the solar co-op group at no obligation. That gets you a site evaluation, and you know your project cost before you decide to do it or not. So there's really no downside at all to finding out, hey, let's just see what this looks like for my business, or let's see what this looks like for my farm. Then later in the spring, Solar United Neighbors helps the group gets to participate in the decision, but they help the group select a reputable installer at a reasonable price, and then they work with the installer to make sure that those installations happen on time. So there's so much more technical information. I really encourage you to join one of our virtual events. There's one in February and one in March. You'll get the full details, technical info about how solar works, how it's mounted, expert advice on financing, including their own in-house financing program, how insurance and warranties can protect your investment, and just really more about how the program works that there's no way to fit into, thank you for the yellow flag, no way to fit into 3 minutes. So Solar United Neighbors at those events will walk you through all kinds of information that will help you understand the benefits of solar for you, what your project might look like, again, how it might impact a roof. So I would love to see solar on one of our hotels in town, and solar on some of our farms, and solar on some of our nonprofits. It can happen, and Solar United Neighbors can help you do that and make it really easy. This can work on a flat roof, a shingle roof, sheet metal roof, can also be ground mounted depending on your site or energy needs. So I encourage you to go to that link, sign up, because there's no obligation. You just find out what this might look like for you, and we can go solar together. Thank you.
I love it, Cedar. Thank you for sharing that. I was so involved. I thought, oh my gosh, timer. Yeah, I really don't like waving the flag, but you know, we want to keep things moving along. So again, thank you for plugging that link into the chat there. We know that going forward that we're going to need to be looking at all different methods of creating energy for as our consumption continues to grow. And this is, you guys are just making it easy for that. You don't have to create your own, you know, group purchase and things like that. So no, as you mentioned, no obligation to that. So thank you for that. I'm going to mention one more thing before we give away some gift cards today. Fergus Falls Sertoma Club, its 46th annual fundraiser, the Winter Extravaganza, is on February 2nd at the Eagles. They're giving away nearly $5,000 in prizes for raffles. Ooh, that kind of disappeared there. We have tickets available at the chamber here. It's $20 for a book of 5 tickets. For the raffle tickets, you don't need to be present to win, but the Winter Extravaganza on February 2nd will have some great family fun activities, and you'll be able to check our website for details on the Sertoma fundraiser event. So that is going on as well. Well, I think we should give away some gift cards as we wrap things up today. Stay tuned. We will have another virtual chamber cafe in March because, you know, Mother Nature, and maybe if we have it our way, we're just gonna have beautiful weather, maybe a sunny day, generating all kinds of solar energy in March. But if you would like to speak in our March and haven't been one of our speakers for a couple months, just shoot us an email at chamber@fergusfalls.com or let us know that you would like to speak for our March Chamber Cafe. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Gina, and she's going to give away a few more gift cards.
Okay, so next up, we are giving away a gift card to the Wildflower. So you can treat yourself to delicious donuts there. And the winner of that is Eli Hill with the school. Thank you. Are you still on, Eli? Let us know in the chat. We'll draw for the next one while we wait to see. The next one is
had to go
for
to school.
Perks. So you can treat yourself to some coffee or breakfast there. The winner of that one is Amy Grandboy with the YMCA. Are you on still, Amy? Let us know in the chat. We're gonna draw now for a gift card to Perkins. So you can treat yourself to breakfast or coffee there. And this one goes to Maya Goldstein with Fergus Inn. Are you still on, Maya?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, awesome. We will put that in the mail to you, Maya. Okay, we're gonna redraw for the Wildflower gift card. Lori Larson, you're the winner of that one. Congrats, Lori. So we'll put that in the mail to you. And then have we heard from Amy? Should I redraw? Sorry, we're waiting just a second here to see if she's on. I don't think so. Okay. All right. For this one is for the Perks gift card. Gabriella Cole with Someplace Safe. Are you on, Gabriella?
Yes, I am. Did you say Olivia? Sorry.
All right. Awesome. We will send that to you. Congrats, everybody. Do you have anything else, Lisa?
Well, we'll just wrap things up here and by thanking you all for joining us for our first Chamber Cafe of 2025. I've got so many notes of the great things that are going on. So again, you can find out a lot of information about events and activities, about volunteer opportunities, as well as even job postings on our website at fergusfalls.com. Make sure you get signed up for your preferred time slot, either 12:45, 3, or 5 o'clock for the February 8th Beads and Bowling Mardi Gras bowling tournament at the Northern Air Lanes. No experience necessary for that event. And again, thank you all for joining us for Chamber Cafe. This has been a great way to start the day, and we will catch you again next time.